Hi guys, you're watching GT channel, and finally the big patch has been unleashed on the world of Warcraft. So for today's episode I'm gonna be overviewing the updates that Blizzard made to the game. So let's begin from the beginning. General updates, account-wide achievements, pets and mount. So with this patch, the majority of your character's achievements, pets and mounts will be shared with your other characters. So this is quite an amazing update that they made to the mounts, pets and achievements. So as you can see, I have 3 mounts available currently, and I can use any of these mounts on any of my characters. The same thing goes for the pets. Any pet I can use on any of my characters on my account. World event Terramor's Fall. Well, I don't have that much of information about this update, but it's gonna be some kind of cool epic looking scenario quest. But it's gonna be available only for level 85 characters during the week of September 17 and for the level 90 characters after the launch of Mists of Pandaria on September 25. So when the time comes, then you can find out about this event. AoE looting. All classes that have AoEs or any other class gonna love this new feature that Blizzard implemented in the game. After killing a group of enemies in close proximity, when you loot one of their corpses, the loot window will include items from all of the nearby corpses for which you have loot rights. This is just a crazy update for the looting system. So look at this, I'm gonna get this bird here, and I already killed 2 birds. So now I'm gonna kill this third one, few seconds before it dies, and look at this, I'm gonna loot one of them, and I'm gonna loot all of the drops that other birds have too. This is just amazing update to the looting system. Battle tag support in World of Warcraft. Players who have enabled their battle tag will now be able to see battle tag friends in your friends list, add and remove battle tag friends, send battle tag invites to other players via right click. Well, I don't know much about this battle tag system, but there it is. In my friend list you can see my battle tag right there, and I already received one spam invite from a gold seller. So is it a bad feature or a good feature? I have no idea. Cross realm zones. In some zones, players are now able to form a group with other players from a select pool of realms. When a player is in a zone that is set as a cross realm zone, in addition to seeing other players from their native realm, they'll also seamlessly see and be able to play with players from other realms. So this sounds totally amazing to me. If you know people or if you have friends on other realms, you will be able to play together with them. That's just amazing. But this feature will be enabled for a limited number of realms at first. I guess they're gonna first test it out before enabling it for other realms too. General classes updates. All classes have been updated with a new talent system, improved abilities and spells, accessible throughout levels 185. Your character's talents have been reset. Many old talents have been converted to a specialization abilities. Druids now gained the 4th class specialization, the Guardian. New spells are now learned automatically. Wow, this is very nice new feature. So before you had to go to town every like 2 or 3 levels to learn one new ability, but now you don't have to. You learn the new abilities automatically. So the class trainers are only needed to change talents, glyphs, class specialization, or to utilize the dual specialization feature. And the last point is that all characters now take 40% less damage from other players. Well, I cannot say much about this change. I don't know why did they do it, because now the fight's gonna last 2 times longer. And the healers gonna be super overpowered. You will not be able to kill a healer because of this last point, because every single player gonna take 40% less damage. So Blizzard did a lot of changes to all of the classes spells in the game. Some of the abilities got removed, some new abilities got added to the classes, and some other abilities got changed or revamped by the Blizzard. So as you can see, this is my spellbook. They added some new windows here, core abilities and what has changed. So you can read on the changes that they made. And they did the same thing for the talents. They totally revamped the talent tree in the game for every single class. Currency conversion. Valor points have been converted to justice points and conquest points have been converted to honor points. Neither of the resultant currencies, justice and honor, have an enforced hard cap at this time. Players are no longer able to earn valor or conquest points, bosses drop justice and arenas are closed. What does that mean? I have no idea. And the last point is that items formerly purchasable for valor conquest are available for justice honor. If I understand correctly, they replaced some of the currencies or they just removed them. So let's check the currency window and see, but I don't have that many currencies available at my current level. I only have honor points and have some 0 conquest points. And the other ones are the Dark Moon prize tickets for the Dark Moon event. So now the item changes. Spell penetration has been replaced by PvP power on existing items. Head enchants removed, so now you cannot enchant your head slot. And they removed the slot for relics, ranged and thrown items. So as you can see, there are only 2 slots available for your 2 main weapons. Before there was a third one, but they removed it from the game that was used for the thrown weapons, ranged weapons or your wands. Professions. The glyph system has been updated. Many class glyphs have been added, altered or moved to a different glyph types. Prime glyphs have been removed. Chief's Award and Dalaran Cooking Award have been removed. Existing awards have been converted to Epicurean's Award. So this is the new glyph window. And there are only 6 glyphs available to choose from. They removed the prime glyphs. And they did a lot of changes on the current glyphs that you have at the right side of this window. Quests. The cap for daily quests have been removed. There is no longer a displayed count of daily quests completed. So this is quite a nice new update for the daily quests. So now you can pick up how many quests you want and do how many quests you want per day. And the last big wall of text are the user interface changes. There is a new user interface for your mounts and pets. Character creation screens have been updated. Buffs have been consolidated in the UI. New role results frame added. The PvQI frames have been unified. Vendors now offer item filtering. Spellbooks have been updated to reflect changes to core abilities and now include a brief overview of specializations. The dungeon journal has been expanded with information on all pre-cataclysm encounters. And the last is a new help system has been added to many frames. So they did a lot of changes to user interface. Most of the windows in the game have been updated. So this is the new mount and pet window. It's very simple and easily understandable how to use and how to summon the pets or how to summon your mount. So gonna write loot and there is the new interface of the loot rolls. So in this window I'm gonna be rolling for the items that gonna be dropping in the dungeons. So I will have to check it out in some dungeons. How does it work? And this is the new interface of the dungeon finder. As you can see, they merged the dungeon finder and raid finder plus scenarios into one window. Wow, that's very nice and convenient to have in one window. So this is the new dungeon finder. Well, it looks almost exactly the same, but there are some new features too. So there is some kind of a new slot challenges. So from this window, from the same window, you can go trying to find some dungeon, go to raid and do some scenarios. Go and try to find some challenges mode. And the last I'm gonna check out the dungeon journal. There's supposed to be some kind of new features too. But for some reason I could not find any new features in this dungeon journal. But I guess they updated something in this journal, but I have no idea what did they update. So that was my overview of the patch that Blizzard released a few days ago. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.